Hi, welcome to Cardboard Swords, and we've got a bit of a new segment for you today. I'm joined by Chris Chalk, so this is going to be our Chalk and Talk segment, where we look a little bit more at the competitive side of the game, which is not really my scene. I'm more sort of casual.
I'm all for it.
But yeah, Chris, you had a good weekend last weekend?
Yeah.
Talk us through a little bit of that.
Yeah, so went over to Nottingham Underworld Games, played the Road to Nationals, managed to get myself into the top 4, where I promptly got defeated by Katsu, considering the other 3 members in the top 4 were Ninja.
Ninja
I wasn't getting much further than that,
yeah.
but it was a good weekend. It was about 20 odd players, 18, 20. I know there was at least 9 tables.
Yeah.
Top 8, good spread of Ninja. There's 5 ninjas, Alexi, Avisarai, and myself as
Ninja
Dromai.
Nottingham, I reckon we should dub it.
Yeah.
There are Ninja fans over there.
Yeah.
You got to the top 4. What deck did you take? What heroes did you choose to play?
So I chose to do Dromai, specifically a more dragon and defensive focus rather than an aggressive one that, was who?
Mara Faris?
Mara, not Maria. Mara.
And you're now the Peterborough Mara Faris. So you're going to be dubbed. That's what he's going to come up as.
Okay, that's going to get dubbed. I don't have a choice about it.
That's what he's going to come up as on the screen.
Okay.
You've been playing Dromai for a little while as well. But you haven't actually been playing the game that long. Talk us through getting into the game and your kind of pedigree as a player.
So in 2021, I went to stay with a mate. He said, "Do you want to try this card game I've been playing?" I said, "Sure." He's like, "Oh, there's an event on Friday. It was the Battle Hardened or Super Armory for the Battle Hardened Nationals, whatever it was at the time." So I said, "Sure, if you pay my entry," because I didn't want to invest any money into the game, a game I'd never played. So learned it the Tuesday, played on the Friday, as well as an armory on the Tuesday. Went 3-0, promptly got defeated by a wizard.
So you just wouldn't have had any idea what was going on at that point. Wizard's playing on your turn. You're like, what the heck?
He killed me on my own turn. I was like, "You can do that?" He's like, "I can." I'm like, "Judge, I don't play this game. I'd like to confirm this." Went 3-0 to 3-3, but still a decent result.
That's not bad, considering you'd been playing the game for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you've got previous on other card games because you're a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And Light Seekers was a thing.
That game was good, but unfortunately it's now dead.
Yeah, coming to a dead CCG club near you. Check out that on the channel. So you've got previous on other card games. What drew you to Dromai straight away? Because, I know Uprising was the first big set that was released when you started playing. Dragons. It's dragons, isn't it? Are you just a dragon fiend?
I couldn't really care less about dragons specifically. Okay. It was just weird. You brought a selection of demo decks to try. Dromai wasn't among them because when I first started playing with you, Dromai wasn't out.
Yeah.
By the time I started playing the game properly and investing, should we say, I don't know, the play style really stuck with me. Just the slow. You're playing at my pace.
Yeah.
I'm going to slow the game down. I'm going to chip away with dragons. If I play carefully and meticulously, I will win the game.
Yeah. So quite controlly, building a board state.
Yeah.
Playing into that end game scenario where you've got the upper hand basically.
Yeah. I can adjust my play style to the deck that I'm facing. I can adjust my play style to the play style of my opponent, of what I'm facing. I feel like I have a lot of agency with the deck.
Fair enough. Cool. So you've got your deck with us, so we'll have a little look through that.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk us through sort of the good matchups and the bad matchups? I guess we're going to do that as we go.
Yeah, we'll probably do that as we go through.
Cool. So let's just get in.
All right.
I'll move to the top down.
All right. So obviously we've got our cold foil Ash, cold foil Dromai, and I wish. Not everything's cold foil. There are some expensive cold foil pieces. Shout out to Darren Hazelden, right?
Yeah.
For the Dromai. Gave me a really good deal because he wanted someone to have it who would play it. And I've been playing it.
He's a good guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, obviously Storm of Sandakai, can't really play anything else. You can play Iris. I was going to play with the idea of Iris this format.
Okay.
Because I think I had a better Oldham matchup.
Yeah.
But that's irrelevant now, so...
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. So we'll go straight into the dragons. Obviously, a lot of these don't need much explanation, so we'll blitz through them. See what I did there?
Yeah.
So we've got 3 Asvoli. It's an endgame win con. 0 costs, 2 physical, 1 arcane. It just gets... Some people don't take Null Rune.
Yeah.
So you just get them in the late game. 3 Chromai. Really good for pushing attacks through. Also gives yourself an action point. If they don't pop it, you then get a floating action point, which can be really good for stuff like Dust Up or an Ember that doesn't give go again.
Sure.
Kyloria. It's basically a snatch on legs. Every turn, if they don't deal with it, you really have to deal with it turn one. I have taken multiple Teklo Pounders of this. Multiple Teklo Pounders. Then we've got Miragai. Just kind of sticks around. You play it mostly as the utility rather than as an attack itself.
Yeah.
Against Guardians like Oldhim and Bravo, you never swing with this unless it's on its own, because the sticking it around
from their poppers.
Then we've got Necria, really good for just generating Ash consistently. It's big. It's got 7 health.
Yeah.
It's got 4 attacks, so it's a breakpoint. It is a bit of a costly dragon, so.
Because you're pitching multiple cards to that as well. But I guess it's there if you need to make Ash.
Yeah, you typically play with blue, which means it doesn't consume an Ash. But obviously, it makes Ash itself.
Yeah.
One of the MVPs of the day, and it's quickly turned around from my least favorite dragons. One of my favorites is Uvia, which we're playing 3 of. This card was obviously, I typically played it at 1, if at all.
Right.
But it basically single-handedly won my Viserai matchup.
Okay.
Just every turn, obviously, I'm pitching red to their Arcane Barrier, their Rosettas, their Rune Chants. So I've always got Ash. So it's always just making an Aether Wing, which is always just coming in for 1.
So is it just the Viserai matchup that kind of swayed you on this, or were there other matchups that you were like, okay, Uvia's actually getting me a lot of value?
So the main thing I played it for was the Oldhim matchup. Obviously, it's a dragon that you never attack with it, but obviously it makes an Aether Wing every turn.
Yeah.
So that Aether Wing goes in, presents 1. If they pop it, cool. Up the Ghostly Touch, and you didn't put anything into it, really.
Yeah.
Like, it just gives you infinite dragons in the Oldhim matchup.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to swing into it. They're just going to kill it as soon as they can.
Yeah.
If they don't...
Yeah, you get more and more value the longer it stays out. Okay.
Then we've got Vinserikai. This card presents 9.
Yeah.
That's a lot for free. They've got to kill it on next turn.
Yeah.
Obviously, could just get popped. However, I do play the red dust, which is specifically for Vinserikai.
Yeah.
If they don't deal with that point, they can't pop it. So
yeah, and if it's got the dust on it, obviously they've got to then swing at it on their turn because they can't pop it, and that's then, giving you tempo because they've had to use their turn to do that. And
yeah, they've had to block it for 6, which is typically 2 cards. Then they've blocked another card to pop the dragon. Then they have to swing with hammer, so it completely skips their turn pretty much.
Yeah.
And I've still got my entire board ready.
Yeah, fair.
Then we've got Yendrai, a decent dragon, 1 cost, has a pseudo 6 health thanks to the endurance counter.
He's hardy.
Yeah, it just kind of sticks around.
Yeah.
Then the only majestic dragons I'm playing are the Tormentor and the Dominia. Dracona Optimi is just damage, and the game plan I'm trying to play is more of a control, like tempo based, and 6 is hard to get. So that's 2 blues. That's not easy, because I'm not playing a huge amount of blues, and it's just damage. But Dominia obviously banishing a card from hand, making them play with
they demand an answer
cards
straight away, right? You just can't let them stick around. So.
Yeah, Tormentor is really important in the Dromai, in the mirror, getting rid of the flame scale, bringing it back, getting rid of the null rune, killing them, stuff like that. So that's it for the dragons.
Very good.
Going on to the non-attack actions, we're not playing a whole lot of main board ones. We are playing 3 cold foil burn them all.
Point out the fact they're cold foil with your flex.
Have to. Just end game win condition. It's a 0 cost red as well. Go again.
It's a very good card.
Yeah,
I think in general, when Legend Story Studios do a cold foil version of a card, it's a bit of a key player in the deck.
Yeah.
And at first, people weren't hot on this card, and then there's a reason.
I've played this card at 2 when I was playing Blitz, or at 3 with CC. I would never ever consider cutting it down unless I'm playing the Iris build, which isn't playing dragons. But doesn't count. Then we've got Free Rake the Embers. Just puts a lot of bodies on board. Puts 3 bodies on board. Makes Ash. You can play it turn 1 with the Furnace. Obviously, you can play Rake, pitch a red. Before it resolves, you've met the condition of playing a red, so you can trigger your instant on the Furnace, and make free Ash, and then make them all into Aether Wings. Go. Boop, boop.
Yep.
To get you started.
Yep.
Then in terms of attack actions, we are playing a slightly bigger attack action.
So these are the only non-attack actions you run in those.
Besides something like Passive Mirage, like it's the only main deck.
Obviously, the dragons are all.
But we don't count the dragons. They're not really.
Forgot about that. Cool.
But so in terms of attack actions, we've got Free Billowing Mirage. So this is a change I made on the train on the way.
Train on the way there. And to be fair, the train was cutting it fine, wasn't it?
It was. It arrived 50 minutes before the start, which technically, as it was displayed to start with, it arrived as the tournament started.
In your defence, that was the only train you could get.
Yeah,
on that
I
day
couldn't get
together,
any
so,
earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a card that, against Ninja, which is a matchup I was worried about. It's 3 damage, presents the Aether Wing to swing for 1, so it's 4. You just don't really want to be putting many dragons on the board against Ninja because you're just giving them mass triggers, you're giving them Katsu triggers.
Yeah.
It's just one of the good cards. It was good on the day. The Aether Wings were really good. Then I'm playing 2 Dust Up. So in terms of being at 2, you've got to make space. Like there are other cards to play, like second, third Remembrance. Like there's so many cards you got to play. You got to find the space somehow.
I think
right?
everyone's lists are very tight, and something's got to give. And
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Dust Up, it's conditional on you having Ash.
Well, it's conditional on. It does present 4.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help you build anything if they
Yeah.
block it out, which a lot of decks can do quite easily. It is cool in the mirror because obviously it's just on a hit. So you kill a dragon with it, make an Aether Wing.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the cards where I was like, I don't want this at 3.
Yeah.
I just don't want it at 3.
Fair.
Then we've got Sweeping Blows. We've got Reds and the Blues. Turn 1 makes 2 Ash. Really good start.
Yeah.
In terms of blues, you've just got to find, in Dromai, you've got to find the best utility of your blues.
Okay.
Like, if you have to play them, what are they doing for you?
Yeah.
And Sweeping Blow, if you play it, it makes an Ash. If you don't play it, it's a blue.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to look at Dromai is for the blues, you just got to look for the value.
So it's contributing to your game plan.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, generating that Ash is meaningful in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah, Dromai is all about Ash management.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do a lot if it's got a blue strip at the top.
Exactly. Other blues I considered would be the Billowings and the Dust Ups.
Mm-hmm.
They were both very good, but they just got cut for other cards.
Cool.
Then, speaking of other cards, we're playing 2 more Reds and 3 Blues. Again, it's kind of just, you got to find somewhere to cut.
Yeah.
And it's one of the bigger blues. Like, obviously, if you have to play it, it comes with 6, which is 2 cards or just damage.
Yeah.
So sometimes it helps back up that Dragon Plan, especially against ninjas. Ninjas don't block very well, so sometimes you could just present 6 or present 8 in the red.
Yeah. And the ninja matchup is traditionally one that's not great for Dromai.
It's almost an awesome. Whenever I say against a ninja, I basically resign myself to next round.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's no point in me sitting there stressing about the matchup when I know it's just 95% in their favor.
And it was a ninja that you eventually lost to in the top 4, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a cat. So I somehow beat a Fi in Swiss. He was very new on the deck, so I don't think he was playing it optimally.
Yeah.
Which he said to me as well afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then for the last attack action, we've got CNCs. It's a popper in the mirror, and it's just too good not to play.
Needs no introduction.
Needs no introduction.
It's a good card.
Where is the side? Oh, where is the sideboard? Oh, it's in the book. Okay, that's fine.
Sideboard's in the box.
So in the last bit for main deck, we've got defensive cards. So we've got 3 Sink Blows. Needs no introduction. Needs no explanation. It's just really good. 2 Fates. Again, you got to find places to cut things. And Fate, while it's a good block for 4, it is not Sink Blow.
Good, but not the best.
No. Then we've got Oasis. This card is, I love this card. This card is so good. Makes an Ash, blocks 4,
Yeah.
blocks
Gets
5,
Gets around
technically.
dominate.
Yeah, gets around Dominate, blocks 5, technically.
Yeah, well, get 5 worth of value if you're on lower life. Yeah, if you manage
Yeah.
that life tilt. Yeah.
Really good against Rosetta.
Yeah.
If they ever swing
Yeah.
Rosetta into you, it just stops both.
Yeah.
So, then we've got Sign Cover. Again, same idea as Oasis. Obviously, it's the opposite. It uses Ash rather than giving you any.
Yeah.
Gets around Dominate. I would like to play this at more. Obviously, with Ninja being more prevalent, this probably will get bumped up.
Yeah.
And lastly, we've got 3 Sigils. It's just free pseudo health.
Yeah.
It's a pseudo free block, but it's a
Good
zero
into
cost red.
wizards.
Yeah, really good into
It's
Wizards.
basically a blue into wizards, right?
Yeah.
And you can use it on your own turn. Turn
Yeah.
your dragons on.
Yeah, you really want like a good amount of zero cost reds so you can play a 1-card hand.
Yeah.
You just play it, summon your dragons, swing the boards, and that is doing the threat of throwing in their hand.
Yep. Seems good.
Moving on to the sideboard. We'll explain this more into matchups in a second, but we've got 2 Pursuit of Knowledge,
Spice.
2 Remembrance.
Not spice.
Very mild dish, that one.
Yeah.
Very plainish at
Corner.
Nando's. Time Snaps,
Garlic chicken.
Dust from the Red Desert,
Yeah.
and Free Pass and Mirage. We'll go over these more when we're talking about matchups. But last but not least is the equipment. So our main board is the Crown of Providence, the Flamescale Furnace, Seeker's Mitts, and the Mage Masters. probably should have found somewhere to put in Seeker's Leggings as well against aggro, because I cut Tome of Fiendal last minute for the Billowing Mirages.
Okay. For the Mage Masters.
Well, the Mage Masters.
Oh no, you cut them for the Billowing.
Yeah, so cut them for the Billowing Mirage, and Mage Masters obviously there to give Tome of Fiendal go again, so you can like draw, get some health, and then play a dragon.
Yeah.
But with Oldham gone and that kind of ghostly touch strategy. Speaking of ghostly touch strategy, going away, you don't really need Mage Masters. I probably will be cutting Passive Mirages in its entirety.
Okay.
But
and then Ghostly Touch is probably going to get cut as well now.
It's just
fatigue around.
There's just no need for it.
You've got Tree Fog Dash, but there's not much of that around. It's niche.
Then we've got the Northern Gloves, which is just for your wizards and your Rune Blades, just to ensure that you've got an Arcane Barrier in case you can't get any Aether Winds out.
Cool.
So going into matchups and stuff, obviously Ninja, you just play as many defensive cards as possible and pray to the Empress above that it goes your way. Oldham, obviously Oldham, Bravo, you're obviously playing Ghostly Touch, Passive Mirages, playing that late game, playing those 2-hour games.
Yeah. So they are a game for the connoisseur, that matchup. Yeah, I mean we saw it in the Pro Tour, didn't we? It was a 2-hour marathon. Yeah.
Bravo is more aggressive though, so you typically don't really get to Ghostly Touch. It's like maybe on 4 or 5 by the time you're at the end of the game. Stuff like Dash. Dash is a pretty decent matchup. If they're playing aggro, instant win.
Yeah, you're going to walk that because they're just going to fatigue themselves, and you've got the defensive capability in the life game to get through that.
Exactly. And then Pistol Dash is a bit more 50-50.
Yeah.
I think it depends how quickly you can set up the pistol, like all of the pistol stuff, and how quickly you can Tumultai their Null Rune and start arcaning them down. Then stuff like Rangers. I think Rangers are mostly in Dromai's favour, but obviously they got new toys in the new set. So
and we're not putting Riptide in that bracket.
We're just talking about Isaiah and
that's a horrible matchup. That's a horrible matchup for a Riptide player.
But Lexi obviously got a lot more toys to go again to really take advantage of her weapon. Her weapon is insane. Voltaire is just not balanced.
That is a card.
And Isaiah is a bit. I think it's in Dromai's favour.
It's the last unbanned Majestic weapon from the set, so that tells you something.
But and then Viserai is I believe Viserai is favoured. Yeah. But I beat it twice in Swiss and in Top Cut.
Yeah.
I think it's just a case of the build. Obviously, with 3 Uvias, they can't really kill Uvia very well.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to kill Uvia. They either have to use one of their poppers to kill it on their turn, or they have to use something else. And it's just damage not going into you.
Yeah.
Which really matters.
It's defensive. It's the defensive aspect of having those dragons on board as well. They're dealing with that, not you.
Yeah. Every dragon you put on the board, you got to see
as
a
life game.
Yeah,
as well.
Essentially life game. But I think Dromai across the board has a good set of matchups if you play well. Something like the Oldham matchup is if you're both playing perfectly, it's a 2-hour game.
And let's be honest, Dromai isn't a deck that you can just pick up and play well. You've been playing it since day one, really. Since Uprising was released, that was your hero, and you were on it, and you've been playing it a lot.
It's a very the little card comes in the structure in the star deck that says 4 stars. Believe it. I think it might be 5 actually, but it is a tough deck to pilot. You've got to play a really good value game.
Yeah, and the margin for error is small.
I have had multiple games. I had a game against Viserai where I didn't play Oasis, and it came down to 1-1.
Yeah.
Which if I had that life, maybe I would have won.
Exactly, yeah.
Flesh and Blood in general just comes down to the wire, and it really rewards good gameplay.
Yeah, micro decisions really matter.
Yeah, they don't matter for 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes down the line, you're like, if I'd done that slightly differently, I might be winning the game right then. But that's the beauty of it. It gives you a lot of satisfaction when you get good. When you get really good at the game and really good at deck. You stick to the game plan, which is what I did for the RTN season. I just stuck to the game plan, and it eventually panned out.
Well done, man. Congratulations on getting there and getting that top 4 spot and nationals. What's next? Birmingham calling. We're in the Cardboard Swords party house. So that'll be a lot of fun. Are you taking Dromai to the calling?
I think we need to see what Dusk Till Dawn brings. I think New Prism could be cool. It will depend on the meta. So at the moment, if the meta becomes ninjas, I don't want to touch Dromai with a 8-foot pole, whatever the saying is. 10-foot pole, isn't it?
Bolton might get good.
Okay, buddy. Sure.
Someone's got to play these heroes now.
They do play them.
Yeah,
They've got people playing Levia.
Yeah. No, Birmingham will be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be,
Hopefully
a
we'll
good time.
hopefully we'll get a chalk and talk just after talking about my winning deck profile.
What are they calling? There's
Yeah.
ambition. But yeah, we'll definitely do some more chalk and talk. This has been good. Focusing on the competitive side. And there's a big, fan base out there for competitive content. So, but yeah, thanks very much, Chris.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me on.
Please like, subscribe. There's plenty more content where this came from. We've got sealed leagues. We've got all sorts. Deck techs, junk decks, gameplay, a lot of gameplay. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. See you later.